Dear USA, all nations, and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I just want to have this as a generic civil justice sign off. Whatever I want for the civil justice, for I am displaying the USA government errors, public sector errors, private sector errors, and how USA government operations got destroyed, and for displaying the absolute monarchs scandal. I, Vethapriya PROSE, wanted these civil justice to be provided to me. Okay, so I'll just read the sign off so that it will be in all these other sessions. Okay, so for I, Vethapriya PROSE, native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, and true owner of USA, and proved USA is Tamil Nadu, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, have highest impasse eligibility to lead USA. I must be the interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. And for I, Vethapriya PROSE, displayed USA government errors and the scandal of absolute monarchs to USA government. I, Vethapriya PROSE, for civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines. I, Vethapriya PROSE, want United States of America nation to rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu, India, after my name Vethapriya is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And Pope Francis resigns abruptly now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations, now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Family Law and Supreme Chief Children Judge for all nations is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations organizations, World Health Organizations, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Families, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Export, Department of Military in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, should get dual citizenship of USA and India now is civil justice served. And thank you all for your time. Take care, my dear fellow mankind. I sure will get civil justice for entire human kingdom in 1 minute. Thank you all for your time. Bye for now. USA, all nations and all nations worldwide and 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all on the same page on this regard that I'm providing very, very important, crucial civil justice sign off for myself, and it's a multitasking is the wisdom. With that said, I will quickly read through this civil justice, okay? And in this session, it's all about how and why each and every and any type of senates, they are all the lawmakers, right, in any state, as in 50 states, and regardless of Democrat senates or Republican senates, they are all the purest, deadliest prostitutes. So that means Mitt Romney is a prostitute. Bernie Sanders is a prostitute. They're all men's prostitutes, and there are female prostitutes, as in Amy is a prostitute. Elizabeth Warren is a prostitute. Right. So that is why they destroyed the amendments, and because they all yielded to the sexual immorality and their eyes got blinded, and that is why even when they are seeing the wrongful amendments, they never stepped up and they fixed it. They're all lawmakers only. Right. They're all lawmakers. Now, this is the live example of how the prostitute's behavioral pattern and why when the people yield to sexual immorality, what is that facial blindness is all about. Right in front of them only they are seeing the amendments, the 27 amendments. But they never knew it is all wrong. That's a tax fraud, right? When they are not fixing the broken law, then that's a tax fraud. That comes under the deadliest war crime. And beyond that, what more they missed out? They missed out the very, very two important law. One is biological moms must never be separated from the children. That law should have been there in the amendments. So Pope Francis, the prostitute, never bothered to educate that to the USA when he's the one who wrote all the wrongful amendments in the 18th century. Okay, if Pope Francis is a prostitute, male prostitute, at least Queen Elizabeth II is a woman. Oh, she is so God. She's the purest woman. And holy, 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 perfect human. God of USA too. And foundation level, women are double in a segment. So that means at least she, and Queen also on top of it. To make to look like an icing on a cake, she's a queen and a royal and an absolute monarch. Right, she had all the authority. If she wants to destroy USA, she can destroy. Nobody can ask anything. So then, at least in that end, at least she could have wrote that amendments, isn't it? She's a mom, she's a grandmom, she's a great-grandmom. So she's proving that she's a prostitute. And people are worshipping a prostitute only as a god. And that's a proof there. Because London has a national anthem written for her only. Hail, Holy Queen, save the Queen. And they pray and worship Queen Elizabeth as a god. And then that directly traces to even the Ave Maria, that's an Elysian shield provided by her. And Roman Catholic Christians saying Hail Mary and all that, it's all for Queen Elizabeth too. Not even for the real, the true Ave Maria. Roman Catholics got butchered. They never got it. They never knew that they are saying God's name and they are worshipping only Queen Elizabeth too. It's a survival mode because they all know Queen Elizabeth will kill them. At what cost? At what cost? And that is where always the true Israelite tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem stands out in the entire crowd of the population, and everybody knows that. They fear only true God, nobody else. They even stand up and get killed for true God only. That is why the wisdom they provide is holiest of wisdom. Nobody can even understand how that wisdom is overflowing. It's beyond their comprehension, means beyond the average civilian's understanding. The wisdom is super highest level, holiest level. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, you name any senate, they are all the deadliest, wild endangerment, human endangered species. They destroyed the holiest justice operations, and it is a crime. Today, this movement, with this testimony alone, all the Republican Senate and all the Democrat Senate must resign. I already educated. There is no excuse here, and there is no mercy here. Right? Just resign, get yourself saved from getting more curses from this Vatican crime. It's deadliest, my dear fellow mankind. When I'm providing discipline, I just want that pathway to allow me to provide the discipline. So somebody in the audience provided that kind of a thing, and they created that to remove those two videos. It's exclusively for that amendments only. And if you go and look into those amendments, it talks about everything of a crap. And can you see? They all getting into the hot oil. Because each and every single department, justice organizations in any state and any district, any town class, in any of the state, they all are ending up in the jail. Because they all have to look into those amendments, and all that amendments is wrong. And that directly traces to Pope Francis and and Sicily Archbishop, the co-prince of Andorra and Spain, and France leader, the co-prince of Andorra and Spain, only gave that French code of abuse law of handbook to the Department of Justice to destroy the holy justice. And this is a live example and the behavioral pattern how the filthiest Islam, Judaism, Zionism will destroy the humanity. For how long the injustice only have been signed. Never the civil justice was provided. Whoever chose the civil justice for a healthiest choice, they are all dummy piece. They are all the puppets. They can talk, they can shout, they can roll over on the ground. They can provide what not of a proof of a civil justice. It's all going to be vain in the hands of criminal justice, because the criminal justice only supersedes the civil law in United States of America. And who is the reason for it? If Pope Francis is not there, let's say if Pope Francis, the hell creator, is not there, if Queen Elizabeth II, the hell creator, is not there, all the Islam leaders, all Republican nations, if not there, and France leader is not there, Syria leader not there, Iran leader not there, China leader, who is that? The Dalai Lama not there, Yoga Guru is not there, Sicily Archbishop of is not there, Co-Princess is not there. Imagine. Then at least the people could have figured it out. Oh no, this is wrong. So we have to get involved in our Department of Justice and provide and burn the criminal law in ashes and just dissolve the criminal organizations. That means there will never be any criminal justice judges and criminal lawyers, isn't it? So it's a layer by layer by layer by layer, but it's coming. And when I am explaining that, these selfish people, the foolish people, they are not getting it right, because they are providing that kind of a disturbances. They don't know how much of hell they are providing to the entire human kingdom, including for them, right? But I've said what? I will still stand up as the tallest rock. If YouTube or the audience are going to throw acid on me, I'm going to still stand tall. Because I have all the proof, isn't it? In one session, if I'm going to prove with the proof, then one session will take more than 24 hours. Can anybody watch that kind of a session in one set? That is not possible, isn't it? So I have to work on how to reduce the session, and even for some sessions which went 2 hours to 3 hours, even 4 hours, right? Close to 5 hours it went. But that's how the civil justice jurisdiction process will go. When it is a crime, when it's a proof of crime, then that's how it should be, right? So next time, the Senate, even when they're walking on the road, they know, all the people knows they're all super prostitute, deadliest wild endangered species. They are the ones who destroyed the civil justice process altogether, right? How many times Mitt Romney, the prostitute, would have been seen all the 27 amendments? Why on the earth he never even knew that everything is wrong? He's the richest man among one of the senates, right? He's the filthy richest. He's the one who made Detroit to be bankrupted, and then he went back to Utah to get all the luxury from Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis, because they're all prostituting with Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II, including Bernie Sanders, right? They're male prostitutes. They are all male prostitutes. They are not never caregivers, no. So they are not caregivers means what? How many men are there? I don't know whether they have children or great-grandchildren. I don't even want to know about their personal affairs. It's not my problem. They just never knew that biological moms must never be separated from children, period. So they lost the eligibility to be the lawmaker at the first place, right? There is only one deadliest crime in true Christianity. Biological moms must never be separated from children. So Pope Francis don't know what is true Christianity. Queen Elizabeth don't know what is true Christianity. And USA government, all these prostitutes, the Senate prostitutes, the GOP prostitutes, the Mitch McConnell prostitute, SCHUMMER prostitute, Nancy Pelosi prostitute, and House of Representative prostitute, Congress prostitute, they don't know what is law. They don't know what is civil justice. They don't know what is injustice. And doctors don't know what is disability versus not disability. Teachers don't know what is healthy education versus unhealthy education. Everything is destroyed, right? At the cost of, they all got the job only for the government job, and then they can settle life. Even after coffin, they get salary, so they don't even have to worry about anything. As long as in the finance side, and they can sit, they can dress up, with whatever dress they want to wear, right? And they can provide a talk show, sweetest talk, and they can tear down the cells of the humans and drink the blood. Mitt Romney's been drinking the blood of the humans in the form of tax fraud, and he's living free in his mansion, right? So I don't know whether they are having any dad roles or there, whether they are having a grandpa roles are there, whether they are having uncles roles are there, whether they are having brothers and nephews roles with them. I don't know if any of these roles are husbands roles, right? There is a Mitt Romney prostitute and Bernie Sanders prostitutes having or not. Bottom line, they never provided healthy law. They destroyed the law. And they never bothered to provide that law that biological moms must never be separated. In true Christianity, that is the one of the important law. So what is that law comes under such classification? What is the hierarchy? What is the, even before that biological moms must never be separated, what is one more step ahead, hierarchy level of the crime? That's no, when people provided any of these two or all of these two crimes, there is no forgiveness in the sight of true God of true Christianity. They all will get the curse, no matter what, in one form or the other. Right? And people are helpless on that end. And that is why people know the wrath of the true God of true Christianity. At that point of time, when people provide education, they will say, okay, we can understand. But once when that teaching process is gone, it's like a monkey brain mode. They go back to their old sexually immoral life. True lovers, the true love between a man, between a woman, should never be separated. Pope Francis mandated that, right? He's a prostitute. Queen Elizabeth II, she's a prostitute. Right? But she provided an illusion that she got married in love marriage, and that is a crap. That Scotland Duke or whoever, the person she got married to, that man got slaughtered. He's 99 years already. His entire life gone in pieces. She tore his life in pieces. Prostitutes. This is the behavioral patterns of the prostitutes. They are getting angry. They get jealous. So that means somebody in the audience got jealous of me, and they provided those two, exclusively those two videos only. And those two videos talks about the amendments of the United States of America. And how you all know how I explained it is all wrong. Everything's wrong. Tax word should not be there. So why God of USA, Pope Francis never even educated, hey USA, that should not be taxed, just remove it. And it was written only in the 18th century. And that was a peak time that Rome, dark ages of the Rome, even USA was undergoing through. Whenever people wanted to read the Holy Bible, Pope Francis in the 18th century in the United States of America and all the 50 states, he was tearing down the Holy Bible. Prosecution was severe. And he removed the Christian education from the public schools. There is a lot of proof there behind it. Right. And okay, Mitt Romney is a prostitute, and Bernie Sanders is a prostitute. How about the Amy, the states of Minnesota Senate, and the Elizabeth Warren, the Senate, and right now the Vice President Kamala Harris was also Senate. Those three are women only. Even Hillary Clinton and Michelle Obama, they are all lawyers. I don't know whether they are moms or grandmoms or great-grandmoms, or having the roles of wives or sisters or daughters or aunts or nieces or co-sisters. I don't want to know about that. Bottom line, they forgot, with the fatal negligence, with the blinded eyes, just because they yielded to the sexual morality and they became prostitutes, they never provided that law. Biological moms must never be separated from children. How easiest and how simplest is that law? Is it a rocket science? No, never. Right? So yes, this session is about the prostitutes Senate only. Prostitutes Republican males or female Senate of USA. Prostitutes Democrat males and female Senate of USA provided deadliest tax fraud. That is $1 trillion crime there as a standalone. and also destroyed 27 amendments of USA, and destroyed USA operations, and it is war crime classification. So today the Senate must just get out of that White House office and they must resign. Nancy Pelosi, I don't know whether Nancy Pelosi is a wife, having a wife role or a mom role or a grandma role or a great-grandmom role or aunt role or a niece role or a friend role or a co-sister role or a granddaughter role or a daughter role. She failed in this important law. She is a prostitute. She proved it. She just proved to the whole entire world that she is an absolute deadliest prostitute. And she is a speaker of USA. There is no other crime. I don't know, they got the curse from the God. I already said, when these curses are getting directly from the God, then it's God and one-on-one session. Everybody becomes helpless. They cannot even beg. The Nancy Pelosi cannot beg to me, hey, Vethapriya, please, can you talk to the God? Because I'm freaking out. I'm absolutely positive now that God will not forgive me for the crime I provided. Please, Vethapriya, can you talk to God for me to forgive? I will say, I'm helpless, Nancy Pelosi. It's not my choice, it's your choice not to provide healthy law. You provided breach of duty. It is your choice, Nancy Pelosi. Mitt Romney and Bernie Sanders, they just cannot. They cannot come and beg to me. Hey, Vethapriya, please, can you talk to the God to help God to forgive us? Because we provided the deadliest crime here as a Senate. I can only say sorry, I am helpless. The people who got that little bit of one drop of conscience, they died. John McCain died. And there was another African American Senate recently, a year ago, or during that President Trump admin only, he died. I don't know whether he's from Maryland, state of Maryland. He was mocked by President Trump after all, that he died. Then the Ruth G. Right, the Supreme Court judge lady, she died. Because when there is a little bit, a tiny bit, minimum or tiny drop of conscience in any of these people, they will know what deadliest crime they provided. Amy from state of Minnesota and Elizabeth Warren from state of Massachusetts, and Vice President Kamala Harris, earlier she was a Senate too, and Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, they can just fall down on knees before me and they can beg. They can shout, hey, Vethapriya, hey, please, can you talk to the God? We all provided deadliest crime. We don't know what to do. We are freaking out here. Because we are aware. Because these are all Christian women, right? In Christian women means in their Christian faith, they should have known. That is one of the deadliest crime they should have known. There is never prostitution. So that is why when women in the Christianity are prostitutes, then that is the super highest level of prostitutes. I'm helpless. I can only bail these women. Yes, I can see the innocence there in them. As a civil lawyer, as a civil doctor, as a true friend, as a guardian angel, I can see the innocence in all these women who became victims of abuse in the hands of the deadliest prostitute, Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too, right? I can only bail them out. That is the least help I can do. I cannot do anything. I will only say, you go fall down in knees and ask for forgiveness from the God. But these are the crimes, they know what they did. And as if this is not, I'm also at said war. Any name, any women you name in your households, Be it your moms, be it your wives, be it your daughters. I'm talking about the adult population here. Be it your nieces, be it your aunts, be it your sister-in-laws, be it your sisters, be it your co-sisters, be it your granddaughters, grandmas. They all became prostitutes. Right? They all became prostitutes. That is why nobody can throw stones at these women who are in the government also, who are prostitutes, but nobody in the households or public cannot even throw stones of shame and name call any of the women in the government office because they are prostitutes. Yes, they are prostitutes, but even everywhere the women are prostitute here. That is why nobody can ask me any question. Because all the women worldwide yielded to sexual immorality. Whenever the people yielded to sexual immorality, that's how they can provide mocking, bullying, body shaming, throwing acid on the face, creating scars, providing backstabbing, destroying the blindest faith, destroying the blindest trust, destroying the blindest belief. Right? Faking something that is not truth and providing a paint of truth and making the illusion to look like a true, and providing temptations of different avatars in the hands of the humans to get fooled. So it's basically the fooling process. This is a telltale sign of a prostitution. So you all should know prostitution is in detailed meaning is fooling someone, that's all. The fooling someone can be of any different avatars. Fooling someone to get to have sex, free sex, right? And all the marriage classification comes under the prostitution because everything fooling to have sex only. Then it's not only sex, it's called under prostitution, just not only sex, because fooling somebody can come in different category, right? So banking sectors, they can provide the loans for the Las Vegas with free loans, versus they are not providing for homeless the loans, the free loans. It's a fooling services, it's called prostitution services there. Department of Welfare for Families and Children, they can provide whatever benefits to the white-skinned European Americans free, versus African Americans or not colored humans are homeless. If they're going to knock at their door, they are going to reject and they are going to enjoy the sufferings with the saddest happiness to enjoy the homeless being homeless. One side they will be feeding all the Las Vegas doctors with free benefits and national benefits. Under that scheme only to come. On the other side, they'll be having the sadistic happiness, enjoying the homeless right in front of the Department of Welfare and Families facilities. They will just enjoy it. They are super prostitutes. The doctors will provide free heart surgery for the Queen Elizabeth II and her family members. Homeless having heart attack will say, beg, doctors, please provide that heart surgery. Even I will get to live, right? If the heart is got fully destroyed, please provide the pacemaker. At least I get to live for a while. They will say, sorry, you're homeless. We are very busy working on the heart surgery for Queen Elizabeth II because they are the queens. They are the god of USA. Sorry. Sadistic happiness. Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks are mental disordered patients. In justice, well, only dollar speaks. Whoever has dollars, they can pay for the law fees. And when they pay for the law fees, the lawyers bribe the Supreme Judge. They bribe, they provide the bribery right there. It's called as a lobbying. Lobbying, they want to create a legalized organization according to their wills and pleasure, right? Then they say it's bribery is what? Giving a money and fooling other people to do unhealthy stuff. It comes under the classification of prostitution. So prostitution and bribery is one and the same word only. I can say Bernie Sanders is a bribery service provider. Or I can say Bernie Bernie Sanders is a prostitution service provider. But how they name that name to look so cute, lobbying. Medical pharmaceuticals, they lobby. They take their drugs and they sell. They send the drug salesman to the doctor's office and they want to sell the drugs. When they are going to sell the drugs to the doctor's office, be it St. Jude's Cancer Hospital or the St. Mary's Hospital with whatever crap, they are providing this Pfizer and Monsanto and what or not for prostitutes, bribery. They get paid. They get the commission out of it. The moment they sell that wrongful medical drugs to the doctors with whatever side effects are there, and they go back to the pharmaceutical company like Pfizer, Bayer, Monsanto, Syngenta, like that. And they will be paid with heavy commission. Right? And that's how they earn. It's almost like a real estate agent, broker or agent who sells the home. And they get commission. They get salary out of it. Dollars. The dollars only blinded the eyes of the humans, isn't it? Don't you all think I should get that $1,500,000 trillion and fry the dollars itself in ashes? Let USA go mad? Right? Crazy? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. This sessions, all these sessions are, I'm displaying the deadliest tax fraud crime, and it's all tracing to why that because of the 27 amendments all broken, and why the judges and lawyers never fixed it, means because they wanted to get fees from the costly law fees. So that means whoever do not have finance to pay for the law fees, they all will be thrown. They all will be prosecuted. They all will be slaughtered. They can shout for help, and the 7.9 plus billions of humans cannot help. They will die. Just because they are in the poverty mode, just because they cannot afford a lawyer to provide the law fees, they will die. But then in that law book, that's a loophole. That's why these foolish will always be leave the loophole to be burnt only in ashes by the wisest. So Pope Francis never had a clue that Vethapriya will crack down all the crime even in the law book itself. That is the crime itself. That is a mistake Pope Francis made. It is not my job. He is the one who gave the law handbook to the USA. At least in that loophole, he should have made sure that if at all I going to stand up and ask, he should have an answer for it. He cannot have an answer for it. I provided the knife on his neck. I choked the throat of Pope Francis, transparent, right in front of human kingdom, right in front of human nations only. This crime I'm displaying is a deadliest crime. He destroyed the Senate organizations. USA fooled, thought that Egyptian Empire and the Roman Empire, because of that slavery pyramid processing organization chart, they thought that is healthiest, and they said okay for that when they ran from Europe and they wanted to create their own law. They wanted to create their own new Christian nation, and Pope Francis just stepped in and destroyed everything. Like how they killed Hitler, in the same way, in a mass killing way, genocide way, he destroyed USA operation. That is a crime. When I am displaying all this deadliest crime, if people are going to throw stones and heckle me or provide roadblocks, what is going to happen? Even they are preventing me getting the civil justice for myself. I have to get the civil justice. Prostitute Pope Francis provided me a lot of help for me. It's just he just did not start with this robocall poverty mandate hell alone. And all this tax fraud is indeed robocall poverty mandate. And that solved the problem, isn't it? That solved the puzzle. How robocall poverty, why robocall poverty means, I have to explain all. This is how the program logic will operate. Now this program logic is checking on the who provided tax fraud, who destroyed amendments. So it will provide checkpoint gateway, checkpoint gateway, checkpoint gateway. So one side, senates are mandated to look like a prostitute. Sounds like a prostitute. At fault, no. Another side, Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth are there too. They are God of USA. So people, wisest wisdom will start to think, okay, when God of USA means, how on the earth all these amendments are broken? Because they only have all the authority. So they will fry Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth in ashes, right in front of the nations only. All this justice is going on, isn't it? I'm not hiding here anything. I have all the proof here, my dear fellow mankind. I have all the proof here. So there is no hide and seek here, right? The Bernie Sanders and Mitt Romney cannot even run and hide now. They all must be puking. They all must be fainting and passing out. Why nobody knew that tax word and the slavery word should not be even in the justice amendments? Why they missed out on, why they never got the clear message of the Amendment 18 where it says, do not sell alcohol, do not sell tobacco. That means even they should not be said, they should not be having National Rifle Association at the first place, and Walmart must not be even selling hunting guns or rifles. They all come under the poison, liquor, alcohol category only. All these are educated women, and this is how, educated people only, and this is how it's a live proof how the Antichristism, the Luciferism, the Satanism will destroy the brains of innocent population. They are all educated. Bernie Sanders is an educated man, right? They all talk sweetest talk only to attract the people. For how long they can fool the people, right? I have all the proof, my dear fellow mankind. And I have to provide the civil justice this way only. One side I have to display the true criminals, and other side I have to display, yes, people look at fault mode. Mitt Romney and Bernie Sanders, they cannot escape the judge, right? They cannot even deny now at this point of time. They failed in the justice lawmaking job. They cannot deny. They cannot hide. They cannot run away from to escape from the justice, right? They can run as long as they can run to hide in the forest or in the oceans or wherever, even in their closet. They cannot hide. They just cannot hide. And they're all have to deal with that, the truth. If they are all married status, they all have to deal with the truth. They're the highest level of prostitutes. The love marriage population are the highest level of prostitutes in entire human kingdom. They are not living with the true love. And they have to deal with that emotional pain, right? I am extra empath. I can understand other people's pain without even talking. I already said. So there is that innocence also. So when there is innocence and one side helpless mode, then I only have to step in and provide the rightful guidance to the Senate population, to Mitt Romney, to Bernie Sanders, to Amy, to Hillary Clinton, to Michelle Obama, to Kamala Harris, and to Elizabeth Warren and Nancy Pelosi. Right? And I don't even want to bother about any of the non-Christians who are in the government officials. They are the highest prostitutes, no doubt about that. They are the deadliest Nazis, no doubt about that. Everybody knows that by default. But there is a innocence definition is only non-Christians. So even if they provide a lot of crap, deadliest crime, deadliest Nazism, deadliest hatred, discrimination, slaverism, They are innocent. They don't know what they are doing. Then it will be directly, the hierarchy of the highest crime will be pointing to only the Christian population, the Christian Senate, the Christian GOP, the Christian House of Representatives, the Christian Speaker, the Christian presidents. Right? The curse. They got the curse because they all blasphemed God. Right? In true Christianity, it is a highest standard of living. But it's never a rocket science. It's the simplest way of living, but costliest. Only wisest know. Why? It is free. Have you ever heard a free can be costliest? That is a wisdom, right? Worldwide got that super shock when I educated that. How on the earth can a free be costliest? It sounds weird, right? Because here you go, the Apple products are selling for $1,000, $2,000, Microsoft selling their products for $1,000 or $2,000, and Apple selling their products for $1,000 to $2,000. And I stood up out of 7.9 plus billions of humans, and I only said in true Christianity, free is the costliest, the priceless. Nothing can be compared to that free. And what is that free? Oh, what is that free? What is that free? We all want to know that free. Oh, we all want to get that free. What is that free? What is that free? Where is that free? Where is the treasure that free you're talking about? Oh, my word. It is true love, my dear fellow mankind. It is free. It's a free gift of love of God. So, people got shocked. Oh, they never knew that. True love is free. That is why no other love in earth is compared to the love between true love of a man and a true love of a woman. It is a God-created husband love and a God-created wife love. They are one and the same. Though they can look two different human systems, though they can look like two different personalities, because brains and even the skin color can be different, if not same, right? Let's say everything is different. The skin color is different. Their brain processing level is different. The height is different. The the speaking language is different. The religion is different. Let's say everything is different between God-created husband and God-created wife. The true love. They are one human body. They are one human body. And the true owner of the God-created wife is who? God-created husband. And now you trace all that, how that genital organs belongs only to the God-created husband only. So God-created husband have how many organs? Is it one genital organ or three genital organs? If you are all on the same page, yes, my dear fellow mankind, God-created husband has three genital organs. One for the God-created husband, and two genital organs of the God-created wife, that is also God-created husband only. So that is why God is never a fool. When God only said, hey Adam, hey Eve, get married, he never said this dialogue. I'm providing it for a healthy layman level of education. That is all. And in that true love creation process, always God. God means here what? Oxygen. We cannot see oxygen and we cannot live without the oxygen. That is a direct display of what is God. To understand what is unseen God. So in the true love creation process, always God only brings the Eve to the Adam. Why? The true love is indeed Adam and Eve. Got it? It's free. It's free. God never provided any cost for that. No. Without influence is the first attribute of true love. That means nobody must have influenced the man and the women to be in that love mode. It comes without any influence. That feeling just blooms out of nowhere. That is why whenever people, if you're going to ask the people, they will say, we don't know how we fell in love, but it just happened one fine day. It happens. Right? It's a heaven, after all. To be in true love, it's heaven. That is why God said it is heaven. People never got it. So God only always provided heaven only for humans, but people never got it, People wanted to obey the Satan called Pope Francis, because he is wanting to provide sexual immorality fruit as a true temptation fruit. And people were, even when true God is right before the humans, and one side Pope Francis, the Satan, the snake, the venomous snake, wanted to provide the temptation fruit called sexual immorality fruit and painting it as a true. It is easiest for the human eyes to get deceived because the temptation looks so good, versus the God says only pretty straightforward, simplest lifestyle. Nothing rocket science about it, nothing fancy about it. No. People don't even have to go for education for that. And nobody can teach nobody. And people don't know when they'll get that feeling. That's a unique, distinct feeling, like a snowflake. It differs from person to person. One fine day, in any corner of the earth, a man and a woman will meet. They'll fall in love. They don't know when it will be, how it will be. It's all God's labor. But for all that, there is a step-by-step processing, and God provided it in every methodological way, I would say. But doctors, they even said it is wrong. There is never Adam, there is never Eve. There is never true love. There is only fake love. There is never God, like that. They wanted to create the rumor. That way, population can be fooled, right? They can do whatever filth they want to, take it as their own pleasures, and they can live with that sexual immoral life, right? And because of that, the Senate, this Congress, the government, Operation Population, they got their eyes blinded forever. That is the telltale sign, my dear fellow mankind. So now I have to educate that, because you people were wondering why Bernie Sanders got blinded eyes, why Mitt Romney got blinded eyes. If they are having their own family members and must have been having friends also. They are all civilians like you and me. But then how their eyes got blinded? Why Elizabeth Warren's eyes got blinded? Why those women's eyes got blinded? Means they all fallen in trap of Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too, and they all ate that sexual immorality fruit. In true Christianity, God said only one holy marriage mandate law. Then he said one law, only one law. Hey, Adam, hey, Eve, you can live happily ever after in heaven. See, I created these animals. You go, name them, enjoy the creations, live among them. Oh, go see the plants, name them, enjoy the plant creation, live among them. If you are having hungry, then you can have that as a food. So I already said, the creation pattern itself is an excellent design, intelligent design that is going on there. So people were wondering why even God have to create the plants to be killed to become food for us. Why the plants have to be martyred, genocide, slaughtered to become dollars for that. Each dollar paper, the papers are created from the plants. Plants are killed and we are getting the dollars. And animals are dying and then we get to have the clothing, right, to cover the nudity. So these are all the telltale signs, and they provided indirect communication without talking. Excellent communication is silence after all. That's a hidden meaning behind it, right? So God created the creations that way only. Nobody can ask the question against the God. Why God? Why are you so partial? Why you mandated the animals to never talk? What if the lions can talk? What if the the insects, the spiders can talk? At least we can understand their language. No, we cannot ask that God that question. We'll become fools. Because these animals, when the spider is creating a spider web, it is doing its job. It has to do that job. Otherwise, we will not be getting that rightful dosage of oxygen in the entire ecosystem process, because everything should work in the way God created. Oceans should do their job. Skies should do sky's job. Dust should do dust job. Worms should do the worm's job. Bacteria, mold, fungus, birds, sea animals, wild animals, they all farm animals, pet animals, zoo animals, they all must do their job. Sun must do its job. Moon must do its job. God provided the task, and without asking only they are doing the task. And it is a human, just because they obeyed the Satan, they were busy prostituting with Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. They forgot whatever two God asked the Adams and Eves to do. You're all Adams. All you men out there in the audience, you're all Adams. All the women out there in the audience, you're all Eves. So God provided only one law. Do you all know what law is that? Never eat sexual immorality fruit. The moment you're going to eat the sexual immorality fruit, you will die. But then in the Holy Bible, it confuses the people. It says the fruit of the tree. Nobody got it. So fruit means people took it in a very little sense, and they started to name call humans with the filthiest fruits and vegetables and foods and whatnot, and made a mockery of God creation, saying that there is never God. It's Christians who provided that mockery, blasphemy, right? One side they will say hallelujah, one side they will say praise the Lord, one side they will have to go to the church. If they are not going to the church, it's as if like a crime, they will create a scene. On the other side, they will name call, these Christians, Republicans only I'm talking about, they will name call the other mankind with filthy, right? So there is more crime I have to provide. You all need to wait, right? You all need to wait. So how the innocent men became sexually immoral and fallen trap in that temptation. So your skulls must know first, innocent men can never yield to sexual immorality. With that, if you work on your brain to get the correct answer, then everything will trace back to the St. Peter's Basilica, the Pope Francis, the prostitute. How the double women can never even provide. Impossible for a double innocent woman to provide any type of hurt or injustice. So how these women in the government, they provided wrongful law at the first place? Everything traces back to the Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth too, because they are the card. So Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth said what? Hey population, hey Christian population, in true Christianity, holy marriage law mandate only. No, no, no. See, that is wrong. Did God say don't eat that sexual immorality fruit or the fruit of the tree of life? Oh, see, God is so evil. God do not want you all to be like God. That is why he's saying do not eat that fruit of the tree. And the Satan snake provided the temptation and fooled. It looks like, sounds like Eve, the one, got fooled and ate that fruit from the Satan. No, it is Adam. It is a male. Because I said there's only one gender, all right? Adam's reproductive system is Eve. Are you all getting shocked? Adams means, wait, ADAMS means total male population. So each male is an Adam. So Adams, that means, let's say 1,000 billion Adams means 1,000 billion Adams are there. So we have to provide a baseline. So one Adam's reproductive system is Eve. That appropriate Eve, I would say, the rightful Eve that is created for that appropriate Adam. That Adam, that Eve, for an easy layman education. So that means the genital organs, the 3 genital organs of the Eve is Adam, after all. So people got that confusion brain. Because women physically they look different because of the genital organs only. They have enlarged chest. Versus the men have flat chest. That's how God created. So that means even the breast milk production of the post-pregnancy or after the pregnancy, it's all created by God. Then it all everything created by that man. Means what? Adam. That appropriate, that Adam, that Eve, like that. So that is why God said, correct Adam, correct Eve, get married. Wrongful Adam, wrongful Eve, when you're going to get married, everything will get screwed up. I'm educating in layman way. Holy Bible never says you will get screwed up like that. Don't laugh, it's not funny. The Holy Bible never says, oh, if you're going to get married to the wrongful Adam or wrongful Eve, oh, you're going to get screwed up big time. No. This is not how the Holy Bible teaches. The Holy Bible never even teaches how to love. It just provides just a user manual, the guidelines. It just provides only 1% maybe of the education. Enough for a lifetime. Even in the coffin box, humans can die happiest with knowing the rightful education from Holy Bible. It teaches a behavior, it's a behavioral science. It's a math, it's a physics, it's a chemistry, it's a literature, it's a history, it's a geography. It is entire education after all. So education, how it got destroyed? Pope Francis destroyed it. Queen Elizabeth destroyed it. Because they did not want people to get wisdom from the behavioral excellent science book called Holy Bible. And they injected more toxins in the Holy Bible, whatnot. I already said. Whatever filth you can think of, it is there in the Holy Bible. There's a reason there. You please wait in patience, my dear. I have all the proof here. So you can relax. Oh, this Vethapriya is born to take down Pope in ashes, no matter what. Let's all be free. Yes, you all can be free. You all going to get whatever rightful civil justice, financial aid, medical compensation, everything. Just relax, free. Yes, COVID-19 scandal is there. Everything I can fix it. I fixed it already. I eradicated COVID-19 already, right? And yes, so now you all got it. Why God said do not eat that fruit. Means the moment the people are going to eat that fruit, the eyes will get blinded. Versus the Satan, the Pope Francis, educated a different way. Is that what the God said? Not to eat the tree of fruit of the tree? See, God is so cunning. He do not want you all to be like a God. But see, listen to me, Adam and Eve. Listen. If you are eating that sexual immorality fruit, oh, you can be like God. And what can the humans do? They got fooled by the temptation. Right? Temptations is deadliest, isn't it? I already said. It is easiest means that is a key word there. Easiest for any man to fall in that trap of temptation. Pretty women worldwide, right? Whenever a man sees a pretty women category, I'm not even talking about the average Jane category. The remaining are the 1% pretty women category, 99% are the average Jane category. So it is easiest for a man to fall in the trap, right? And it is the same way for the women too. It is easiest for a woman to fall in a trap because handsome men everywhere. And they belong only to 1%. The remaining 99% are the average Joes. But how the humans, even when the temptation is given on their hands, how humans can be protected, always by the God-provided firewall. Right? Always provided by the God-provided firewall. Nothing will happen to the God's children. Nothing. Even at the cost of anything adverse happens, because worldwide is filth. Society is filth. Right? Google teaches filth. Apple teaches filth. Microsoft teaches filth. Hollywood movies teaches filth. James Bond movie teaches filth. It literally says you can have free sex with anybody. It's okay. That's what it teaches. James Bond movies. Right? Some of the religious denominations says it is okay to live in filth. Atheism says, oh, it is super okay, healthiest to live in filth. Doctor says, oh, that is super healthiest for mental health to live free sex mode. Right? But even at that mode, when entire earth is filth, God's firewall will protect God's children always. That is why innocent are highest wisest people. If anything impacts or anything unfortunate happens to the double innocent women worldwide, talking about the unhealthy sex and unwanted sex, and because of all this filth that's happening worldwide, even at that mode, God's firewall protected, right? But can you see how the Satan fooled humans when God was only providing the truth and people just ignored it? People just ignored it. The fools will always ignore wisdom. Because these fools, they wanted signs and what not to have them to believe. But it should be a blindest belief, isn't it? Blindest trust, blindest faith. Without knowing anything only, people can provide these. When there will be pollution to these three things, which is very important core of human life cycle operations. When people know something and it creates a prejudice, prejudice and the stereotyping, prejudgmental. Oh, you are like this, then. Oh, you're like this. Oh, then I have to talk to you like this way, like that. So then I explained how even workplace hiring process also is a scandal, right? But without knowing anything, if people are talking, how clean is that love will be? You all should experience that true love part. And what is one of the simple live example you can be aware of? I am providing that right now. Blindest faith, blindest trust, blindest belief to my audience, right? So that is why even the audience or whatever happened to the two video, that's not impacting me, because as a true civil doctor, I know how to handle the fools. Fools are fools. I already, even before all these earlier sessions, I educated that only. Fools are there in the audience. They will provide acid on my face. They will throw acid on my face. They will create scars on my face. Just do not worry about that. I can handle it. That's what I said. And it's always out of the jealous only these, it's all a behavioral pattern. So, with that said, now you all got it. How Adam and Eve got fooled by the Satan. They saw that the illusion is more tempting for them than the truth that God was talking to them. In that, mesmerized with that illusion part of it, even when they're saying God is God, hallelujah, hallelujah, praise the Lord, Jesus Christ is God mode, in that getting fooled out of that illusion mode, they really missed out the real true meaning of the true Christianity which God was talking to them about. Do not eat that fruit from the tree of life, otherwise you will die. And it provided us a generic level, generic word. It should have been, do not eat sexual immorality fruit, otherwise your eyes will be blinded. This is a pretty straightforward sentence that needed to be in the Holy Bible. And I educated, intoxicated Holy Bible provided that confusion. To the extent God created man, that one sentence provided confusion to the population, right? The Christian population never even knows the non-Christian population are also created by God with that one sentence of confusion. I already said, word by word in Holy Bible, if the people are not getting the correct education, their brains will be destroyed forever, and they will become false prophets and false teachers and false church pastors and bishops, and they will provide the filthiest pollution and prostituted way of education to destroy the mankind, and they destroyed. Billy Graham is one of them. He's the deadliest prostitute. Even after his death, he is the one cursed man by God, I would say. Because providing a wrongful education from the Holy Bible to the population, there is no other crime. It's beyond the tax fraud crime, right? It's beyond the war crime, because it is directly data breaching the human brains and destroying the human brains on a wrongful way. That's no other crime. Billy Graham is the deadliest prostitute here in whole entire human cycle. He got the highest level of curse from the God, and I am helpless mode. We all are helpless mode here. It is Pope Francis fooled Billy Graham. It is Queen Elizabeth II fooled Billy Graham with an illusion. He ate that fruit given by Pope Francis, and he never listened to the true God of true Christianity, and in the name of God he blasphemed God, and beyond that he also damaged human brain nerves worldwide with wrongful confusion. God created man. So people, Facebook, everybody will be relating, oh yeah, this is a lady, yeah, she was displaying all the errors in the Holy Bible, and she was explaining, oh yeah, this is the lady, yeah. I said, this is how that sentence should have been written. Instead of God created man, it should have been written, God created Christian man. God created Islam man. God created Hindu man. God created atheism man. God created non-denominational man. God created devil worship man. God created spirit worshipping man. God created occult sorcery, astrology, casteism man. Then whoever reading that sentence could have got the rightful education, wisdom education. So that created a pathway for the Christian population to discriminate not Christian population, isn't it? That one sentence. As if Charles Darwin's one sentence of monkeys created, humans never, it's not enough for a hell. This Pope Francis never stopped with that hell also, right? He created confusion with one sentence, hell of a confusion, right? God created man. Then the humans are super innocent and blindsided by, oh, God only created men, so God never created females, so females are low. So he created the gender discrimination with one sentence. So how the women are low paid in workplace, how the women are never given the leadership roles, how all the CEOs, at least 95% or 99% of CEOs in entire private sectors are males. Microsoft, males. Google, males. Amazon, males. Apple, males. Facebook, male. Twitter, male. Tesla, male. Benz, male. Honda, males. Even in the government sectors, males. Males here, males there, males everywhere. Mitch McConnell is a male. SCHUMMER is a male. Why nobody thought women can be a GOP leader? Why humans never thought women can be a GOP leader for Democrat and Republic? Why? Why speaker is always, speaker there were earlier, I think there was another man who is a prostitute after all. And Nancy Pelosi is another prostitute. It's after that man only this lady became a Nancy Pelosi became a speaker, and very short term there was a speaker from state of Wisconsin, Ryan. I think his name is Ryan, I think. Yeah, Ryan. So, prostitutes, how the prostitution gave birth. The moment this absolute monarchs was created, Satan was born. Queen Elizabeth born, Satan born. Where? Which location? I tracked that down. Iran, the Nineveh, the prostituting nation. They live life out of prostitution. Prostitution is the way of life. Prostitution is what they worship. Prostitution is what they wear for clothing. Prostitution is what they wear for the education. The Quran and the Hinduism and all that, they teaches prostitution is healthiest. The Judaism teaches prostitution is healthiest. And that is why they are innocent, because they don't know what they are doing. Right? What if they got the correct education from the true Christianity? Do you all think they would have chosen a prostituting way of life? Never, right? Never. So that is why I'm not even bothered about the non-Christian population, my dear fellow mankind, because I know the innocent definition are only not Christians after all. It creates emotional disturbance for me because without any awareness, they all got butchered, slaughtered. They all my blood drops only. So that creates a lot of blood boiling part of me. Right. All Islam women are my blood drops. All Islam men are my blood drops. My blood is boiling for whatever injustice Pope Francis made created to them. Right? Watch and see. More crime is there. You all will be only puking. These are all only little bit of the crime, but that little bit of the crime itself we cannot even tolerate, right? The Senate prostitutes destroyed the holiest justice process. And I have to explain why, how their eyes got blinded with a proof here. Temptation is always there, everywhere it's temptation. When people are just stepping out and facing the world, it's all full of filth. So how the civilians can be protected? Only with God's Holy Spirit. That's called firewall. The temptations will come in any forms and avatars. It can come even among your own family members. Right? That is how Pope Francis created all this scandal to be there. That way, even your own families, even your own friends can become backstabbers in the temptation life cycle providers. But if you see, there's an innocence part. Why? Brains are not working. When brains are not working, it's called innocence. When humans don't know how to love clean, it's an innocence. It's a disabled brain. That's why they're innocents. But the disaster they're going to create, it is hell. So like how the Georgia shooting, the man, I don't know whether it's a group shooting or an individual shooting, whatever, but by the time they lift that rifle and shoot fellow mankind, means that brain not working correctly. Innocent, right? So rather than fixing that brain processing, when they are going to provide more injustice to that innocent abusive persons who took the gun and shot, then the disease will be more only. It will aggravate. It will increase. And even Pope Francis created that also. And that is the reason why there is federal prisons and the other prison craps. Because when humans become so violent, they become so deadliest than the super rifles, everything. And people have to provide things that if they're thrown in the federal prison, they will get cured. No, it's not. The disease will get aggravated. It will get increased day to day. When they're thrown in a small cell, like a 6x6 cell, and mandated to live in the darkest room forever, for 50 years or 60 years or 70 years, in just one cell, 6x6 room, cell, without talking to any of the people, the brain destroys. Pope Francis mandated that. Don't you all think? It is the highest priority right now. I to step up and get the leadership of Police General and lead all the prison reform solutions, design solutions, right? I have to sit side by side with the jailers and educate, right? How to heal those people in the rightful way, right? Yes, my dear fellow mankind, all the prison inmates are saints, holiest saints. I know you all must be mocking me right now at this point of time, right? They are the holiest saints. But how Pope Francis provided the illusion to the human eyes. Pope Francis only is always God. Prison inmates are sinners. Crime, other word is called sin, right? And he is the one who created Las Vegas Sin City. And how on the earth he can even provide death penalty to the prison inmates. How many people, how many of our blood drops died in the jail, right? In the wrongful, injustice way. Don't you all think I have to become the Supreme Judge and I have to provide all those healthy reforms and rewrite everything? Right? And that is why I'm providing this session by session. It's very complex task I'm providing. It's a multitasking. Once I must get civil justice for myself. I'm a live testimony here. What more of the proof you all need? I am proving that Pope Francis is the hell creator. What more of a proof you all need? I'm the live example here. I said I chopped the head of Pope Francis. I'm tearing the cell of Queen Elizabeth II. Nobody will dare to ask me why, right? Why? Why? Do you all know why? When the Georgia shooter her, nobody asked why. Nobody mocked Pope Francis, nobody mocked Queen Elizabeth II, who created that foolish patient, right? Nobody mocked Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks, who created that kind of a foolish patient in Georgia to shoot 8 humans, right? They should have provided the COVID-19 mask for all the rifles, no matter what. They never provided the mask. That says it all. They have only created the shooter. So hierarchy level, Pope Francis created the Pope thing. And on second hierarchy level, it is Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks only mandated the Georgia shooter to shoot 8 humans. I will only ask USA to throw or mock and bully Dr. Fauci and Brinks and throw them in the jail right now for the Georgia shooting. And then I will ask all the Senate to go to the jail, because these jails, Senate only created the Georgia foolish patient. Bernie Sanders only created that foolish patient, and Mitt Romney only created the foolish patient. Ask them to be in the jail. Let them be in the jail. Because one of the amendments says what? You can sell guns and rifles. Can you see? Who are the true criminals here? It is Bernie Sanders and Mitt Romney who created the Georgia shooting. But for the human highs, it is that victim of abuse patient, whoever took the rifle in his hand or her hand and shooted the 8 people and killed them. Right? Innocent. Innocent. It is the same how the Hitler got slaughtered first to become a human bomb, like that. So everything is broken, and Senate, I'm displaying in this session, it is the Senate prostitutes who destroyed the justice after all. They are the filthiest prostitutes, wild endangered species. That means Amy, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Nancy, they are all wild endangered species, deadliest domestic violent patients after all. Because indirectly they created the Georgia shooting without awareness, and they got the curse of the God. That is a wisdom. And I will quickly read to this write-up. As of March 2007, this I wrote it yesterday, so next thing I will rewrite the text, okay? So let this text be, it's with the date itself. I do not have time. Or maybe it's no big a deal. I will, let it be there. As of March 17th, 2021, USA is deadliest human endangered Islam, Judaism, Zionism, paganism, Babylon, nation, and the slavery of Vatican Queen Elizabeth II. And I am that I am Vethapriya PROSE, born to free USA from all evil forces. Ongoing civil justice sign off is very crucial for I, Vethapriya PROSE, to sign off job offer now and free USA and all nations now without any delay is clearly written in Holy Bible. Whatever in Holy Bible is happening now. Please celebrate Merry Christmas, Festival of True Love, and only WISEST can celebrate Merry Christmas. As of March 17th of 2021, crime provided is prostitutes as in all, regardless of Republican or Democrat Senate, males or females lawmakers of USA in all 50 states of USA provided deadliest tax fraud crime. Classified as domestic violence or war crimes of slavery, tax fraud, hatred, tax fraud, and discrimination on a tax fraud, and also destroyed all 27 amendments of USA, and it is classified as deadliest zero tolerance war crime. I, Vethapriya, PROSE, proved Senate women of USA are slaves, immigrants to Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis, and that is why they destroyed USA national operations and justice operations with Satan, Antichrist, Queen Elizabeth II, and Pope Francis, Satan's hell operations created Vatican Code of Law Handbook given to USA to destroy USA, and it is judge's crime to destroy national operations, and Pope Francis, the Satan, must resign now, and I, Vethapriya, PROSE, must be the Vatican leader now, as in Holy Bible guidelines only. So USA must kneel down before 7.9 plus billions of humans, and USA should pay tax-free $500,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans in next 1 second is civil justice served according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. I, Vethapriya, PROSE, proved the deadliest tax fraud crime of USA, so President Joe Biden should resign now, and I, Vethapriya, PROSE, Native Indian tribe, Israelite Christian Jew tribe of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, must be interim leader of USA now, is civil justice served to I am that I am, born to save the world. So thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now. And this session went 1 hour 22 minutes, but it's the deadliest crime. Senate provided deadliest crime. They must be in the jail. They are the ones who created the Georgia shooting. It is Mitch McConnell and SCHUMMER created the Georgia shooting. They must be in the jail right now. It is Brett Kavanaugh and the Amy Barrett and all the Supreme judges created the Georgia shooting. They must be in the jail now. It is they are the ones who must be in the jail right now. Nancy Pelosi created the Georgia shooting. She should be in the jail right now. She should not be coming out of the jail. She cannot even come out of the jail. She cannot escape the justice process that is going on. The evil woman, the evil women in the government, how the hell they can create. They're all cloned Queen Elizabeth II only. Right? Not anymore. I'm there because I'm the true woman, isn't it? A true woman stands out in the crowd and all the fake women can be seen. So entire human kingdom is seeing in their own eyes why I'm the true woman and why all the women addressing themselves as women worldwide, be it government or how evil they are, because they're prostitutes. They're all yielded to sexual immorality. Right? It's a live example how they can destroy national operations with foolishness. This is a telltale sign of how the foolish people will behave. And I, as a true civil doctor, I'm able to handle the foolish people. Right? I wanted to provide all this crime as fast as possible means I do not want any of the roadblocks. When the roadblocks are there, then you all will not know what is true crime. More crimes are there, right? So people are jealous of my wisdom. And that's why they're throwing acid. And that's a life proof, right? That's a life proof I'm proving. But anyways, just be aware when all these things are going on, God is always there. Civil justice wins. Always, all the time. Okay, thank you all for your time. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, Pope Francis is a prostitute. Queen Elizabeth II is a prostitute. Senates are prostitutes. They are the ones who are creating hell, and that needs to be stopped immediately. Okay, and I only can discipline them my way. And for that, I must become the Vatican leader immediately. Immediately. Pope Francis must resign immediately. For how long he can keep on fooling? There is more crime he created. I have all the proof in my hand. Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now. Have a good day.